Nice.
Have
All
you
right.
unpacked yet?
Have I unpacked?
Could be
Just,
like a week or
just
two.
just started yesterday. Yesterday. So still grinding at the house with that.
What
So
are your first impressions, through 7A practice now, kind of watching these guys now that you've been on the field with them for a couple weeks now?
yeah, I'm excited about the guys. I think just working on the details, the technique. I think the guys needed that. Just really honing in on their craft. But they're tough, and I believe that. And I seen that day one, just coming out to practice. But I think just the attention to detail and just a sense of urgency and how they work. Those are the things that I feel that they needed the most. But they're tough and they enjoy football, and that's a good thing.
You didn't have a whole lot of time to connect with your new players. How did you go about accelerating that process before spring ball started?
Well, I kind of look at it like it shouldn't take a year, to connect with them. I think you just got to dive into that right away. So before I started talking football with those guys, I just started talking to them and acknowledging the situation. Hey, I'm the new D-line coach. I'm your fifth coach or third coach or whatever the situation may be. We've had, some turnover here at the position, and so I wanted to acknowledge that's not a secret. So versus me coming in and started talking and talking about the scheme and football, I just talk to them about life and who I am and try to get to learn and understand who they are. And I think, and I'm still doing that every day. It doesn't stop. Now that I'm here and I'm their coach, I'm still diving in. So.
What kind of collaboration have you had with Chris Wilson, just with your guys in your room? Is he someone that peeks his head into the D line room from time to time?
Nah, he actually he lets me work. So he has his guys, I have my guys, and I appreciate that because that shows that he trusts that I can get the job done, and especially with him being a D line coach by trade. So that says a lot about I think where we are. As a staff, and we communicate. We communicate about things. Obviously, with him, working with the front and being the defensive coordinator. But he's been letting me turn it loose and do what I do. So.
It's a very veteran group. How does that change your job when you come in and there's guys like Terrence and Jalen who've been playing a lot of football for a long time?
Yeah, for me, I coach to maximize their potential. That's the first thing I tell them. It doesn't matter if it's a younger guy, older guy. I want to maximize their potential, and I think all the guys get recruited because they have a ceiling, and I think it's the coach's job to get them to reach that ceiling and be there and play at a high level and work at a high level and even off the field, work at a high level and do that all the time. So I think it's a coach's job to do that regardless if it's an older guy or fifth-year guy. So I think with those older guys, it's just about taking what they do well and trying to get those guys to be consistent at doing that, and then giving them new tools to work on and that type of thing.
With the younger guys, Alan Baugh and Ryan Williams are both two guys who are going to be looking to play more of a role on defense on the D line this upcoming season. What have you seen out of those two? What do you like about their game, and how can they continue to grow?
The first thing with those guys is that they're coachable. So they're bought into taking the coaching, good or bad. They listen. I think those are the first steps for younger guys coming in is to be coachable, to listen and be eager to grow, eager to learn, and and they can fix the mistakes right away. Sometimes it may take some time on some things, but they're gonna be conscious about getting it fixed, and so I think that's the good thing for them right now. I think if they can continue to be coachable and they can continue to work on their craft, work on their techniques, then they're giving themselves a chance to have success.
Terrence was telling me a couple weeks ago that he really enjoys more four-down fronts than he's had in the past. I know this is your first time with this group, but are you sensing that that's kind of the feeling among the group?
I think I always try to coach them to be flexible, have some position flex. Especially if it's a guy like Terrence who has aspirations to go play at the next level. I try to coach them to be versatile. A team may want you to play in a 3-4 or 4-3, and so I want you to be able to have the skill set to be versatile and play in any scheme. And so, I think I try to teach the guys basic fundamentals: hands, hips, footwork, playing with their eyes and that type of thing, so that they'll have the ability to be able to play in any scheme.
Anything else? you, Coach.
All right.
All right, appreciate it.